You're only a what if away from great holidays. Check out the deals at whatif.com. What if is Aussie for travel. It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Oh, happy Monday, family.
Morning.
Hello, welcome. Good morning. And good morning, producer Brooke. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. And welcome back to you, producer Brooke, who, if I'm just going to mention, I'm slightly jealous that you had a really amazing week.
I did. Thank you to both of you. So many people entered peteandkimba.com.au to come with me to Exmouth with Aqua. And it was so amazing. Glenn and Christine took us up to Exmouth. We released 19 turtles.
Oh, cute.
It was a turtle release program, guys.
So cool.
So they were sick or injured, found by the public or found by people, and Aqua took them in. Also, DBCA, the Commonwealth Parks Australia, Narrabri Rockingham Regional Environmental Centre took some in. Dolphin Discovery Centre took some in. They've hand raised these turtles,
and you got to take them and go out on the boat, out in the middle of the ocean, and just off you go.
Yes.
See you later.
They've hand raised them to the point where they've given them names.
They've all got names. Have a listen, Scotty. Have a listen.
Go, Scotty, go! Go, buddy!
Every single one, I was like borderline bawling my eyes out, going, go, Sponge, go!
Oh,
Sponge. They had waffle, pancake. They had all different names.
Oh, I love that.
And they're just out living their best lives in the waters of Exmouth now.
They were so excited to get away. They were honestly flapping everything. Everything was so exciting. And Ashley came with me. She was the competition winner.
Oh, brilliant.
She was the perfect person for this. She really, really, really enjoyed it. And have a listen. She wanted to thank you. Okay, I'm sitting here with Ashley, who won the opportunity to come here. We're out in Exmouth in the middle of the ocean, quite literally the middle of the ocean. We have just released 19 turtles. How do you feel?
Absolutely stoked. It was absolutely amazing to be on the mission with Aqua and Brooke here. We were very lucky.
I feel like I almost cried. There was a few moments.
Yeah. Just a magical moment seeing them swim off into the world.
Yes, feeling very emotional, and it was very, very beautiful. Thank you, Aqua.
Thanks, Aqua. Thanks, Pete and Kymba. I'm about to vomit.
Oh,
Did you hear that end bit where she's like, I think I'm going to vomit?
Did you get seasick?
Just at the end, we did the whole turtle release, you're on this adrenaline high, and then at the end you sort of drop and you're like, oh, okay, I'm on a boat.
Yeah. Rumour has it you had such a great time with Ashley, she wanted to have a few drinks with you or something like that.
Oh, she was a party girl, but by the end of the boat we couldn't.
You were
but
done.
I reckon in Perth we might find each other somewhere.
Cake off. We have been making these Australian Women's Weekly birthday cake book cakes for a few weeks now because it's all sort of been taking our turns to have a go. Pete, you made the choo-choo train cake.
If you could call it that, apparently, from the feedback I've received.
No,
That's fun.
You did a good job. It's just that we had no idea that Ben Cousins actually could make and decorate a really good cake.
Yeah, really good cake.
It just really impressed us. We weren't ready for it.
He did the old lady in the shoe.
Yeah.
And you can see the cake so far at Pete Kymba Ben on Instagram, which is where you've also been voting on the cake options that you're going to bake. Now, we're going to find out the results coming up after 8 this morning, but these were the options we presented with you last week. You could be cooking the football.
Well, that'll cheer you up.
The football. Oh, hang on, wait. I remember a couple of footballs in the book. Is this the soccer ball or the actual football one?
The proper oblong foot. It actually looks like like an NFL football, like a pigskin. The next one you could be cooking is the swimming pool.
I feel like everybody knows the swimming pool. It's one of the more iconic ones from the book, but it always looked like they were swimming in pond scum.
Yeah, because it's green jelly.
It's green jelly and it just looks like filth.
You could be making the duck.
Oh, yes.
The duck.
This is the one I wanted as a kid.
Last one.
Okay.
All right. Last one.
Some good options in here so far.
Now, if you're listening to this, please go and vote for this one.
Oh, no, don't start with that.
I'm cheering for this one too.
Do you reckon it'd be
cheering hard?
Don't
I love it.
start like that. I didn't
Cheering
try and
hard.
influence anyone on your cakes.
She did.
No, I didn't.
All right, this is very exciting, this one. This is lovely. And a little bit creepy. You could also be making the Mary Jane doll.
Hi, my name is Mary Jane.
No.
Let's play.
Oh, let's play.
Hi,
I know.
my name is Mary Jane. Let's play.
Let's not. I know which one Mary Jane is. She looks like once you make the cake, she's going to turn around and eat your soul. Like, that cake is creepy
Little
looking.
bit dark, isn't it?
Why is she so weird looking? The little girl on this cake has... I honestly feel like if she actually had eyes, she would tell you how you were going to die.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Mary Jane. Let's play.
No one, if anyone got that birthday cake as a kid, they would have been like, let's not have cake. Let's put it back in the box and straight to the trash.
Oh, no, I would have cut the cake up.
Yeah, why is she so terrifying?
It is very terrifying.
But terrifying and complicated.
It does
very
look
complicated.
complex too.
A lot of colours,
A lot of
a
elements.
lot of different elements and
Yeah.
bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going to find out today after 8 o'clock which cake I'm making.
you are.
I don't stop it with this creepy music. I don't want her in my life.
Don't you?
No.
Jesus, weird that you say that because she actually sent us another message
Oh no.
from the void.
Stop it.
Hang on, Mary Jane, go on.
Hi, it's Mary Jane again. You better vote for me, or none of you will be sleeping tonight. Kymba, make it happen.
Wow, that creepy
Oh my
doll.
God.
Yeah.
Far out.
I mean, fingers crossed you get Mary Jane by the sounds of things.
This stuff is getting really advanced. Producer Rami trying to get us cancelled.
Happy Monday, guys. Not today. I think today's a safe one.
Oh, good.
Or is it?
Oh.
First one, people who film their workouts at the gym.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
I don't want to judge them. Yay.
No, judge all you want. What do you mean,
I
yay?
mean-
Kimba, come on. Where's
Look,
Kimba?
Nay.
Yeah, there we go.
Nay. Unless it's because, like, a physio is trying to get you to watch your technique.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Like, if that's why you're watching it back, cool. If it's just because you want to watch yourself back,
As soon as I mentioned this, Pete put his head down and said yay. So it leads
he's
me
like
to think
the Russell Crowes of the world who have, like, you know, tweeted every time they've gone to the gym to let people know they're there.
Oh, I did more than that.
Did you?
What have you done?
Oh, I went through a phase of thinking I was a fitness influencer.
Oh my God.
This
At
was
what
like
time? I want to know what time of your life you thought you were a fitness influencer.
It was around about 2020, 2021 when I was trying to reinvent myself.
During COVID, you were at your
During
best.
COVID, I was at my best.
Wow.
And I'd film them and
Okay.
a few of them would end up on socials, the ones that I was happy with anyway.
Were they getting lots of views?
I got some really good engagement. And I will say this, I had a lot of people reach out going, hey, love to see this, looking great, and it's helped me get back to the gym as well. So it did work in that sense.
Guarantee
even
not a single
though-
person messaged you saying
No, my Auntie Janine did a couple of times.
Auntie Janine.
Is that the trick? So we should be watching other influencers now, and that will encourage us to go back to the gym.
Yeah, look, I've tried that in the last 6 months and it hasn't worked.
No.
So,
Well, but my
yeah.
question is, why did you do it, and why do people do it in general? What's the benefit?
Well, people make a living out of it.
Yes,
People
but
make a
you,
living out of
why
it. And
did you-
I was proud of look, I had a childhood where like I weighed 100 kilos when I was 14.
Yeah.
And I was a big boy. And I was proud of myself. And I was proud to show off the work that I had done.
Okay.
But then I, being me, probably took it a little bit too far and thought I'm going to be a fitness influencer.
Well, you'll be happy to know that
And look, it didn't work.
It's made a comeback, this trend, so that's why
Has
I'm bringing
it?
it up, because a lot of people are doing it. I don't think people ever stopped. When they
thought it was-
started,
Yeah, I
they
think
kept
that's
doing
the
it.
thing.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
less
yeah,
and
yeah.
less because everyone was like, stop filming in the gym because there are other people in the gym.
It's a good point to say this. A lot of other stories on the side are coming out, though, about people being filmed when they didn't want to be filmed in
Yeah.
the background, but
Yeah.
it hasn't stopped, or gyms haven't implemented rules necessarily that I've seen,
Yeah.
where they're like, you can't be filming.
See, I would go at 3:30 in the morning. And so there was never anybody there. Actually, there was one guy there who would run for 20 minutes on a treadmill, and then I'd catch him out in the car park having a cigarette. I kid you not. This guy was amazing.
Everyone's got their vice.
Yeah.
At their thing.
God. And second one this morning, going through someone else's recycle bin.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Yay.
Are we like that?
I'm fine
Well, it's not
with
for
it.
me. I'm not doing it, but I'm like, yay for everyone else doing it.
Okay.
And I see quite a few people in my area who are going through the recycling bin, pulling the cans out that other people are just throwing in their recycling bin, and they're taking them to the 10-cent thing. And I like that.
Do a favour. If you're not going to recycle your own, just throw them in a box and put them on top of the bin.
That's a good idea.
Good idea. That's
so
a very
someone
good
else
idea.
can just, they don't have to rummage through your gear. You don't have to make it harder for them. If they're prepared to take them and recycle them, just throw them in a little box and put it in the top of your recycling bin.
It happened to me last week where I put my bins out and then I noticed late at night someone was going through the bins and I got unreasonably ragey about it. Not at them, just in my own house. But then after thinking about it, I was like, it's probably a good thing.
I'd be a lot more scared for that person going through your bin than I would you.
Hey, we need to get. Oh God, you cancelled me now.
All right, so we got one on the show is where we throw out a topic thinking maybe we'll get somebody, maybe we won't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But if we do get someone, the story's going to be amazing.
It often is one of those conversations between me and Pete where one of us is going, I don't reckon anyone's going to call for this. I just don't think anyone's going to have a story.
Yeah.
And the other one going, give it a chance. Because if we get him, it's going to be so good.
And in particular, this one seems to be a bit like an urban myth. Now, I'm going down the line of they're out there. Surely they're out there.
I really hope we get one.
Right. Now, 131060, we want to know, did you leave your work in a blaze of glory?
You know, when you've just absolutely either told the boss where to shove it or you've done something very dramatic at your workplace on your exit.
Yeah, because we were talking about this briefly last week on the show. We thought we'd bring it back around and go, hang on, does anybody actually do this? I mean, look, there's plenty of movies that would suggest that this happens. Jerry Maguire, there's a classic scene from that.
If anybody else wants to come with me, this moment will be the moment of something real and fun and inspiring in this God-forsaken business, and we will do it together. Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me?
Right, so that's Jerry Maguire. Right.
Now, the reason that this came up and we thought that there might be someone who's done it, and 131060, we want to hear from you. This was off the back of the New South Wales farmer who quit his job but stole an exceptional amount of valuable goods from his workplace, which was 45 Wagyu cows and $100,000 worth of cow juice.
Cow juice. Now, we're not talking about milk.
Cow juice.
Cow juice.
Mainly because I got told that I'm not allowed to keep saying the word semen on air.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm glad you. I'm glad you.
Hey, you know what? I don't care. I'm out. I don't care. I'm done.
Glad you're keeping it under control. The internet would also suggest that there's a few times that this has happened, like this one.
I was the only cook working at a fast food joint because we were short-staffed. The cashier, who was also my manager, comes running to the kitchen and yells, "Where the hell's my chicken?" I snapped. I yelled, "Your chicken?" I grab the deep fryer pan with the chicken from the grease, whip it against the wall and yell back, "There's your chicken." I'm out.
I mean, I love that. It's public. And it's got to be, it has to be in a way where I reckon you absolutely know with 100% confidence, there's no way that I'm coming back to work here.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that's why I think we're hard-pressed to find someone. So 131060, if you've gone out in a blaze of glory at your workplace, unbelievably, we've got one. We wanted to know if you have left work in a blaze of glory, 131060, if it has happened to you after this person, this Wagyu beef farmer, basically said, I've had enough of working here, and nicked a bunch of cows, took 45 cows and a whole bunch of cow juice and took off.
We had someone send a message in. Pascal is a nurse working at a GP practice. She threw her resignation letter at her manager and drank a bottle of wine in her car. Drink responsibly. But we do have one. Yes, Kylie, hello. You left work in a blaze of glory, did you?
I certainly did.
All right.
What happened, Kylie? Was it one of those just I snapped at the last minute, or did you go, finally, I've got the chance to really blow this up?
No, I was being harassed by the manager.
Oof.
So I'd had enough. I wiped his desk clean and told him to shove his job up his rear end. And I left.
Boom. That's amazing. So you did the full sweep. You stuck your arm out and just did the sweep across the desk and knocked all his gear off.
Everything come off. His computer, his telephone, you name it. It was clean.
Oh, right. That's what you mean. Because when you said I wiped his desk clean, I had this idea of you with the chucks out, the spray and wipe.
No.
I'm just going to clean this down.
Everything come off.
Unreal.
What did he do in that moment?
He just sort of sat there. I don't think he quite knew what to do.
No.
Yeah, good.
Did you have any trouble getting a reference after that, Kylie? Producer Brooke.
Good morning. I have a corrections corner to start with this morning.
Oh, really?
I sat here last week so sure that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom were together because he was in Perth for her concert. And I was like, they're fine, guys. They're not breaking up.
Yeah, everyone suggested that they were on the rocks.
Yes.
But because Orlando was in Perth, we were like, well, you don't come all this way if you're breaking up.
Well, you do because they've broken up.
So it's official?
It's official. It
Has it been confirmed by them?
Well, they haven't posted anything, but they are saying there are enough reliable sources like Page 6 and things like that who would not fact check this. They wouldn't post it. So it has been
Page
confirmed.
6, is that the place where we go for all the really
That's
important
where I go,
gear?
Kymba.
Page 6, they never get it wrong.
Well, I think they are fact checkers, right? They're all fact checking all
Who are they
this.
fact checking? Like, I see all these
Sources
articles
close
and they'll be like, source said this. I'm like, who's the source?
Good question.
This is going to annoy you even more, but I asked ChatGPT, are they definitely broken up? And ChatGPT said yes.
Right.
So,
ChatGPT's
wow.
my source.
It's happened.
I guess we're locking it in.
Isn't it? That all of her breakups seem to happen when she's on tour.
Russell Brand broke up with her via text message in 2011.
That was horrific. I watched the
Horrible.
documentary of her that actually shows the moment she gets that text message and then she has to go out on stage and still perform and she's heartbroken.
Well, at least Orlando had the decency to be like, well, we've already booked the flights. I'll go on the trip.
Well,
We'll wait
and then
till you're finished in Perth and then we'll just call it off.
And then she also missed out on the wedding of the decade. And he went, and he wouldn't have even been invited to the Bezos wedding. Like, he would have never been invited. He was her +1.
Right.
So they've broken up. He's then rolled in. He's been seen strolling the streets of Venice with Sydney Sweeney right next to him, Tom Brady on the other side, just biggest smile on his face ever.
So this is the Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon,
Yes.
his new bride, and they got married in Venice, and it looked like all the money in the world was there with them.
Yes, so they hired the entire city of Venice. The people of Venice were not happy. Have a listen.
Venice might be one of the most romantic cities in the world, but there's not a lot of love here for billionaire Jeff Bezos.
We think that one big billionaire can't rent a city for his pleasure.
Yeah. It's rude. Imagine if you were there on holiday. You're like, we've got 3 beautiful days in Venice. And you're like, wonderful.
Well, actually, they were all kicked out. So a lot of people had
but
booked.
how?
Yeah, so they
how do
kicked
you
everyone
rent out Venice?
They actually put them up in hotels away from, like, a little bit out, and they actually comped their entire stay. But people were still annoyed they had to move and then come back. And obviously, these were very, very expensive hotels.
It's disgusting.
So-
I think that is absolutely rank behaviour.
It looked like, you know what it looked like? It looked like we're all in District 9 and watching The Capitol from the Hunger Games.
did.
Like that's exactly the feeling that I got
flew in
watching
all
it
their
all.
guests on private jets, right?
Yeah, 90 private jets. And you should have seen Leonardo DiCaprio was, like, embarrassed because he's very environmentally friendly,
Apparently.
conscious. And his head was down. He was
Until
like,
your
"Ugh."
very rich, influential friend says you're getting on a private jet and coming to my wedding.
Yeah, well, Trump didn't go, though. Trump was invited, didn't go. So, you could have said no.
Yeah.
Imagine RSVPing no to that wedding.
Oh.
My goodness. Right. Okay.
Look, I'd love to be there. I'd love to.
I wouldn't. They sound
really?
like people I would absolutely never
They
want
had
to spend
a foam
any time
party
with.
on a super yacht, Kymba. Come on.
I don't want to spend time with them. Could you imagine what they'd be like as humans?
Yeah, awful.
Gross.
Truly awful.
I'll come with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ben Cousins, and he is here. We got to play your little intro thingy.
Yeah, so I'm not going to bang on about the footy,
Oh, yeah?
Kimber, so you don't have to worry about that. But never worried at any stage yesterday.
I was worried for 3 quarters yesterday
What
watching
about that?
Fremantle and the Saints. But in the end,
3/4 time, just
Hey, I have it on good
It was
authority
wonderful.
that the Saints gave up in the fourth quarter.
in the fourth,
I'll say it.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
keep
Give
saying
up?
it.
Did
You've
they
got to
give up?
play all
Yeah.
4.
You're so right.
You've got to
How
play all
often-
4, and it
Yeah.
sounds like they botched it.
How good is she?
yes.
Honestly,
I was-
when it comes to footy.
I concur. We're all
Just
singing from
incredible.
the same hymn book.
Yep, 100%. Anyway, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to divert the subject here because
Oh, please.
As if you were going to get away with it, with us not mentioning it.
I don't look forward to them like I used to. I know that.
No, it's a good, you get to have a birthday and you look back and you get lots of privileges from a birthday now where you think you get to have, I've got friends who I've had for 30 years. I've got, you don't get those privileges unless you get older.
I know.
Today, so today is the day officially?
The official.
Are you doing anything for it?
I'll whip up a cake for you if you want.
Yes, now that is what I am looking forward to. I won't knock that back either. Actually, my daughter knocked mine back, but I might go round to Mum's for a roast tonight. Actually, not that anything's been organised, but
Mum's
dig deep
we know you're
for me.
listening.
Yes.
Hello, Mama.
It's a roast tonight.
Well, you mentioned the cake. So you baked last week. We've been doing the cakes from the Australian Women's Weekly Children's Birthday Cake Book. You did the old woman in the shoe. A lot of great feedback on the socials, by the way.
Very good.
At Pete Kymba Ben. Kymba's choices went live last Friday.
This is where it gets interesting.
The decision has been made. We're going to come back and reveal that. Did you know Mary Jane, which is the creepy-looking doll?
I've been voting hard for it.
She sent us another message earlier this morning, Mary Jane.
Creeping me out.
It's Mary Jane again. You better vote for me, or none of you will be sleeping tonight. Kymba, make it happen.
How does she know my name?
Oh, not only does she know your name, but she's so in touch with the show. She sent us another message, and we're going to hear it coming up in minutes.
No.
And reveal which cake won. Hang right there.
It's the great reveal. I'm finally going to find out which cake I will be making today.
It's happening today, so it's...
Yeah, I just want to point out I'm getting the one day. You guys have had 2 days to create a cake.
Well, hang on.
Well, I think that might be a blessing because...
Why is that?
Once you make the cake, it's when you bring it in 24 hours, 36 hours later, the cake is not always... It looks a bit tired.
That's right, because...
mine looked like it had been...
Kicked.
It has occurred to me, though, like we are making these cakes from the Australia Women's Weekly Birthday Cake Book, and Pete, you made the choo-choo train.
I did.
And yours was sort of like square blocks of train that you glued to the tracks and brought it in. And Ben, you made yours here at work. I'm concerned that whatever cake I am lumped with, I'm making it at home today, and I don't know how to get it in here. How do you get it here in the car?
Armageddon, I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get it here safely.
Well, look, the first thing that I wouldn't even be worrying about that just yet.
Skateboard, I reckon.
Because the first thing you need to know is actually which cake it is that you're going to be making.
Okay.
Right?
I'm pretty confident that the football got nowhere.
Well, you're right. So the different options that you had were the football, the duck, the Mary Jane creepy doll kind of cake.
Oh, I hope it's not her. Not only does she look creepy, it looks really hard.
The cake will be upset if it doesn't get up.
Super upset.
Just stop it.
I'm
She's
not
so
mediating.
weird.
I don't want to know about it.
And also the swimming pool.
Yes.
All right, so I can tell you, let's get stuck into it, right?
Actually, that would be bad news. If it's a swimming pool, I'm not going to be able to make jelly in time.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, God, guys.
Jelly overnight.
Yeah, but that means I'd have to make it tomorrow morning.
Oh, you'd have to throw it in tomorrow morning if that's the case.
No, but jelly would set during the day today.
You reckon?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
No, it would.
I think it's an overnight thing, isn't it?
Oh, well.
All right.
The day,
Okay, all right.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll just here we go. Let's find out if you're going to have that problem anyway. So, in last place on 2% of the vote, the football.
Yeah, right.
All right.
It looked too boring.
Well, it's kind of wild because you're the football person on this
Yes, would have made sense.
show. Would have made sense. In third place on 15% of the vote.
Oh.
Oh, she ain't going to be happy. It's the Mary Jane
Oh, good.
creepy doll.
Good.
No one takes notice of anything we say.
No,
This cake
absolutely
would have
not.
been this cake would have been awful. She's creepy looking, and also she had way more work. It would have required like 7 different coloured food, like fondants and different things. I didn't want it.
Looked awesome.
We had our own issues, didn't we?
We did. We certainly did, yeah. Okay, which means it's down to the duck and the swimming pool. 2
of the most iconic cakes in the book, I think.
Yeah, without a doubt.
This could be tight.
I'll just give you the winner. On 46%.
Oh, okay, solid.
Solid win. You've got the duck.
Yeah! All
So you
right.
got the duck.
Great. great.
So well done,
I'm
mate.
keen on the duck
Excuse me?
with the Samboy chip.
Oh, you're keen on the duck?
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
I wanted the duck.
No, you've got the duck.
Okay, great.
All right, so you got 24 hours to...
Duck.
That is actually tall, though. Again, I don't have a container to bring it in.
Hang on a second. What's
Oh,
that?
stop it. This is the Mary Jane cake, isn't
Is
it?
that? Oh, we've received another message from Mary Jane, the creepy doll cake.
What does she want?
She
I don't know.
wants to help make the duck.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Kymba, what the fresh hell is this? Why wasn't I chosen? Better sleep with one eye open tonight. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, goodness me.
Seriously, she sounds exactly how she looks.
All right, well, look, if you make it through the night, we'll get to see the cake tomorrow after 8 a.m.
Get rid of this music. I'm making the duck. Where's the duck music?
Ha 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 ha.
He's a professional boxer and Olympic medalist.
Dance and sport sort of plays hand in hand. It's the movement, the coordination.
You ready for some lifts?
Nope.
But will Harry Garside be a knockout on the dance floor?
Harry, that was so fun to watch. You're considered a lightweight boxer.
Correct.
I think you might be the heavyweight in this competition.
Oh, it's a big one. And we've got Harry Garside joining us. Good morning, Harry.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, mate, we're thrilled watching you. Tell me, when you were offered the chance to dance, did you jump at it or did you have reservations?
There was absolutely no reservations whatsoever. But I tell you, and I know Ben will vouch for this, the first week, I honestly brought my boxing bag every single day thinking that I was going to box afterwards, and I was absolutely gassed every day. Like, it's so intense, the training. It is absolutely intense, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Too tiring.
Yes, Harry, mate, you are on fire. I've really enjoyed your first two dances, but I've also loved the psychology of sport. You know, none more so than the medal it takes to get into the ring. But tell me, have you got nervous before you've danced?
I tell you, I would much prefer a fight any day of the week. Dancing is something else. I don't know if it's because I only just started it, but, you know, I started boxing at the age of 9, so there is a little bit of confidence in boxing, but that feeling I get before dancing is honestly unbelievable. Like, it makes you feel so alive. I feel like I forget every single moment of my training or my steps, but it's so much fun. Can't deny it.
I can relate. I could taste the fear before I danced. You know, I could taste it. I'm not a boxer, but I would have much rather a smack in the mouth than that whole thing.
Hey, Harry, we are being told reliably that you are one of the most popular dancers for people to watch. Are you getting that feedback? Is fan mail coming in? Like, are you seeing that stuff or hearing that stuff?
It's been pretty amazing. I must admit, I do try my best during like a bigger moment like this, whether it be the Olympics or Dancing with the Stars. Just when your name's pretty hot, I try my best to stay off my phone as much as possible, just because I think it feeds your ego, which, you know, I need to sort of just be aware that I need to sort of manage my ego and not. You start reading all positive comments about yourself, you think you're a bloody legend, when I'm just a human, I'm a bit of a loser, and I'm just going to remind myself of that.
Now, just an old wingman of mine, Trent Cotchin, one of the all-time blokes, but also in his own way, super tough, as tough as they come almost in our game. But he's on fire too. You're both up to your necks in it, and it's going to be an interesting watch for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I must admit, Trent was probably one of my favourite men on the show. I feel like he's someone for me. I'm only 27 that I can really look up to, and he's got a lot of attributes that I want to try and mirror. And he's a really good man. And one thing about him, he's such a process-driven man. Like, everything he did, you can tell was like methodical. You know, it's probably why he was so good at AFL and a really good leader. Where it's like I'm a little bit more erratic and impulsive. So we're almost two very different people, but I think we really got along, which is nice.
Hey, Harry, you mentioned before about staying off socials to manage your ego. Let us take care of that for you, right? So, obviously, you're dancing with Ben's ex-dance partner from last season's Dancing with the Stars, Siobhan Power. We've been on the phone to Siobhan this morning,
Oh, let's go.
Just for a casual chat where we basically put you and Ben against each other and made her choose.
Oh, this will be good.
Oh, no, that's hard. That's tough.
And
You
not
probably-
just on
you
one
probably
question, Harry. Not just one thing, like who do you think is the best dancer? We put you guys against each other in a bunch of different questions.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Who's firmer? Who smells better?
Hey, don't give too much away. Let's put them through the uncomfortable nature of this conversation next.
Yeah, well, you'll hear the answers in a minute. Stay with us. Hey, we are currently catching up with Harry Garside, champion boxer, and also currently on Dancing with the Stars, which continues 7 p.m. Sunday on 7 and 7+. We still got you there, Harry?
Still there?
Harry, we're really glad that you stuck around, particularly when we said that what we're about to play for you is when we spoke to your dance partner on the show, Siobhan Power, who just happens to be Ben Cousins' previous dance partner in his season. And so we thought, well, let's ask her a series of questions where we pit the two of you against each other.
Just another opportunity to embarrass me, I think.
Hey, we put no pressure on Siobhan. We were like, we'll throw
of
her
course
the
not.
questions. All she has to do is answer in truth. Are you ready to hear what she had to say?
I'm pumped. I am pumped.
Okay.
All right, here they come.
Who's firmer?
Maybe Harry. I mean, you know, he uses his arms a lot. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
Who smells better?
I think maybe Ben wears more fragrance. So,
Siobhan, who lifts better?
well, I actually did more lifts with Harry, so Harry on that one.
Who's a better listener?
Ben definitely, like, he would get so stuck into whatever I would say. You know, he'd have to, like, break it down. So maybe Ben.
Who would you rather hang out with?
Oh, like, Harry would just get me doing some, like, weird, fun, crazy stuff. Maybe Harry? Like, he
Harry.
just gets up to some weird stuff, so...
Harry, we're going Harry.
Okay. So,
Well, no shame in running second to Harry Garside, I might say. But, you know,
I love it.
I didn't
completely
like my
agree.
other
That was a
options
listener.
anyway. I certainly wasn't going to be settling anything in the car park, was I, Harry?
well, I think because there's one more question that we asked as well, because we thought, you know, in case we needed a tiebreaker in there, because it was 2 for 2 there.
It was,
well, I think, you know.
Harry's ahead by 1.
Harry's ahead by 1.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, I don't know if she meant to do this, but it went Harry, Ben, Harry, Ben, Harry.
Oh.
So she's got like bang, bang,
Okay,
bang, bang.
well then let's see
All right.
what she said to the final
The knockout
question.
punch.
Yeah. Who's the best dancer? Let's take a listen.
I'm sweating here.
Can you hear hearts breaking? Are you just...
Harry came into this competition, you know, he had done some ballet, you know, he had a bit of a head start. Ben came in not ever having danced before.
But
so
you have danced with Ben recently, and you know he is much
Yes,
improved because he's
he has.
continued his dancing since the
Yes,
show. The
exactly.
only
So-
dancer on the show to ever continue.
yes. So if Ben had have come into it now, they would, you know, it would be, I can't even.
Still
I can't
Harry.
even-
Yeah, still Harry. Oh, mate, we're a big supporter, Harry. We love what you're doing on the show, mate, and can't wait to see you back on the dance floor soon.
I appreciate you all. I've just blocked Siobhan's number, so I won't be talking to her anytime soon.
Get after it, mate.
Harry Garside, champion boxer, and also on the latest season of Dancing with the Stars. It continues 7 p.m. Sunday on 7 and 7+.
And see, I backed you in there, Ben. Did you hear? I was like, you've done it. And also, 20 years difference between you and Harry, might I add.
Absolutely.
I'm broken down. I don't think it would have mattered, but he's got some ability. You know, he's a talented athlete, and yeah.
Absolutely. Now, happy birthday to you again today, mate. Enjoy yourself, right? Have fun. But Kymba, you're the one making the cake, so
Yes.
we're going to send you off.
I'm going to go make the duck cake today, and
Cannot wait.
if anyone's got any suggestions on how to get it here in the car safely, I'd love to hear
That's
them.
our only hope, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Bad traffic, or you know, for the
Just me
you
driving
might make
like
the
Brookie.
cake really well, but it's if it slides off the front seat into the dash, we could be back in the hunt.
I do take corners pretty quickly.
All right. Make sure you're listening. We will reveal the cake in all of its glory tomorrow after 8 here on the show. We'll catch you then.
Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. You can't miss Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, and you can't miss with whatif.com. With loads of accommodation across Australia, plus flights and more. Book your trip at whatif.com or download the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel.